Well, here we are in the display home at Castle Pines, and this gives you an opportunity to take a look at the finished product for us. Now, as we kind of walk around the house, you can see that we do things very much like other builders in the finished product. We have high quality windows being used there. You have beautiful kitchens and granite countertops. Really nice maple cabinetry with glazing and high and low and crown molding. And nice soaring ceilings with a plaster finish on them. Nice lights. Fancy stone fireplaces. Coffer ceilings. Sunken living rooms. Hardwood floors. Nicer doors than you might expect to see. The nicer door handles, different architectural trims and moldings, wainscoting, you've got wallpaper, you have all these things, and yet none of it means all that much if you haven't watched the first videos, the videos that precede this video here. Because you can walk into anybody's display home and see beautiful lights and wallpaper and wainscoting and really nice cabinetry and plaster finished walls, and you wouldn't see any difference between the home that I'm standing in today and the one that you might see down the street. And it would all be for naught, because it's not the fancy countertops that make this home a great home. It's how it was built. It was everything that went into building the home before we got to the fancy countertops. It's not the nice finish on the wall, it's what's behind the wall. It's the material that was used to frame it. It was the techniques that were used to put it together. It's the energy efficient insulation. It's all those things that make this home work better than another home that you might see. In fact, I could have built this home and it looked just like this here today. I could have built this home and probably spent close to $10,000 less. You wouldn't know the difference by walking into the finished home, at least not on day one. You would say, well, it looks exactly the same. And it would look exactly the same on day one. It might look a little bit different on day 100. Day 400, when you're out of warranty, little stuff would start showing up. On day 1000, it would look very different. That's where your material quality is going to show its face. If you have the high quality material put together the right way on day 1000, it's going to look just like it did on day 1. If you use the less expensive material and less expensive techniques, it's going to look very different on day 1000. So I don't want to take away from this home and all the beautiful things that are in it, but please take the time to go back and look at the other videos and see how we got to this point here today. So today I'm standing in this display home, which is obviously is a very nice home, but we're going to take a trip down the road and take a look at one of the homes that was involved in several of the videos that preceded this one, so that you can see what the finished product looks like there, and you can compare between this $460,000 home that we're standing in, and then we're going to go take a look at a $200,000 home that we just finished. So now we changed locations. We were just at the display home over in Castle Pines, and the home cost, I think the sale price was $460,000. And we came down the street to take a look at one of our Manor Series homes. And we just completed this home here, and the total sale price on it was, I think, $242,000, including the lot and such. Now, this is the home that we shot several of our videos on. In fact, the video about the floor joists and such was shot right here. Now, we started this home here 130 days ago. So 130 days later, we went from a lot with stakes in it to this finished product here. Okay, so let's go inside and take a look. Coming through the foyer area and to the great room and kitchen area. I'd like to focus on some of the similarities. Now, the home that we just saw sold for $460,000. This home here that we're standing in now sells for $240,000. So there's going to be some differences between the homes, but I'm going to focus on the similarities. In the Executive Series home over in Castle Pines, you're going to see the taller baseboard. You're going to find the taller baseboard in the Manor Series homes. You've got very similar light switches that are controlling fan light combinations. There's still a budget for the fans and the lights. You've got the similar doors. These customers actually chose a different style door, but it's from the same manufacturer, and you still have lever style handles. We've got wood floors. These are pre-finished hardwood floors. Then we've got a fireplace. Now this is not a giant stone fireplace, but it's still a very nice fireplace. It's a direct vent unit, and it's got the marble surround and the wood mantle on it. You'll see the same windows being used as a standard regardless of the price point. We use these windows because they're the best bang for the buck. These perform well. These are the Andersen 2900 series windows made by Silverline series, made by Andersen. You'll see that the exterior walls are 2x6 exterior walls, so we get the extra insulation in there. This is actually the same home that we used to shoot the insulation video. Same window sills being used for the same purpose that we use them in the more expensive homes. You got tile floors in the kitchen area. You look at the kitchen and you compare it to the kitchen in the Executive Series homes. The biggest difference that you're going to see is the countertops. This right here is a post formed from mica countertop. It's a high definition top, so it's not your typical countertop, but it's not granite that you see in the Executive Series where you have granite or quartz. So a little different countertop, but it's sitting on the same cabinet. We've got the same cabinet series that we use throughout the homes as our standard, with the arch tops, the glazing, the crown molding. You notice that there's a staggered effect. You've got can lights in the kitchen just like you do in the Executive Series homes. Stainless steel appliances like you find in the Executive Series homes. Now in this particular home we've done something different. We brought the microwave down here low, and everything is built wider because this home was built to accommodate a young lady who's in a wheelchair. So the first floor of this home, this is a two-story home, but the first floor of this home is ADA compliant, where she has her own shower that she can roll into, vanities that she can get up underneath of it. The probably biggest difference that you're going to find in this home here is the 8-foot tall ceilings on the main floor instead of 9-foot tall ceilings. Let's swing back this way and we can take a look at this bathroom area. You'll see this is going to be her room. So we got hardwood floors, which make it easier for her to roll around in the chair. You come into the bathroom, the 0 level entry. We have a ADA compliant vanity here, so she can roll her chair up underneath there conveniently. And we've installed, I'm going to flip this light on. We've installed a handicap accessible shower unit with a 0 threshold, a fold down seat, and a handheld unit here. This is going to afford her a much greater level of independence where she won't require help on a daily basis to do the basic things like bathe and such. This is going to give her quite a bit of freedom, and we really feel really good about that. We were able to do that without a great deal of cost as well. And this home is situated on a full unfinished basement, which is insulated just like we have in the Executive Series homes. And the thing I just want to focus on is the similarities between the Manor Series home and the Executive Series home. Obviously the Executive Series homes are larger. They have more of the really exotic items in them that make this beautiful home. But this home here that costs half the amount of money is a very livable home. A place that anyone would be proud to live in. If you were to come to my home, my personal home, you'll find 8-foot ceilings. You'll find a fireplace that looks very much like that. My wife chose different colors, but a very similar fireplace to that. Similar wood floors, the same cabinets. It's just a nice home. So you can have a very nice, high quality home without spending an exorbitant amount of money. Now, if your budget allows for a very nice home with the finer things in life, by all means, we can do that. And we can do it at a value that really makes sense to you. But what we don't do cheap. What we do is good. Everything we do is of a high quality that we can be very proud of. And that's the point that we hope to make through all these videos. We're going to make a series of videos in which I'm going to show you step by step how we build our homes. Coming from the footings all the way up to the finished product in a home like we're standing in now. The nooks and the crannies, and doesn't leave any voids or any spaces, therefore increasing the overall performance of the product. Now today we're very happy to be here at the same time that the insulators are, so that we can